Happy Monday. Today we actually had a lot of volatility. Several 60, 70 point candles firing off on the 5-minute chart. Was able to find a trade to execute off of on this morning session. Ended the day up a few $1,000. And yeah, let's go ahead and recap it from today's morning stream. If you didn't know, all of these videos come from my live stream, which happens on my main channel, Trades by Matt, every morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. So go hang out over there during the mornings. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I appreciate you watching the recaps. And yeah, let's get into it. Yo, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good day so far. Hopefully you had a good weekend. I feel like traders are the only people that are usually fairly stoked for Monday morning. Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am. That's a very general statement. There's a lot of jobs that people are excited for, but I feel like everybody who trades is like, Monday. Good morning. Bought a car? That was last weekend. That was for Father's Day. I haven't really talked about that. I was waiting for we were waiting for the car to get its windows tinted before I got a good picture, and then it rained, so now it needs to get washed. But yeah, we my wife got a new car. We turned in her Audi and picked up a new little whip for her last week. Yesterday was my first day really driving it around. It was fun. It's a fun car. What did you get? What did she get? She got a the Porsche Cayenne e-hybrid Turbo S. Kind of a mouthful. It's sick though. Anyways, very fun. It got me very excited about the F8. Yesterday I was just kind of driving it around, going back from the new house, and the streets were pretty open, so I kind of did some little micro pools in it, and I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready. All right. This is where we stand on the daily chart. We just swept yesterday's low, basically. Earlier in the overnight session, we had gotten very close. We didn't actually sweep it. We just swept it. If we catch a bid and we can break 2080s, then obviously 120s, 130s are on watch for this wick. Kind of an interesting spot here that we cracked through that 40s, 50s. We'll see if we remain heavy or not. If we remain heavy, I mean, going down for the little double bottom at 760s looks pretty good to clean out, but we will see. We'll see what today's price action brings us. News wise, we've got nothing. We got literally nothing. 10:30, you might see some movement. Tomorrow we've got consumer confidence at 9. Thursday we have jobless claims. Yeah, kind of a mellow week, to be honest. As of right now, it feels heavy, but we're hugging right at yesterday's Friday's low. So we'll see if we catch a bid or not. I mean, we go down and sweep overnight lows here, I think it gets very continued heaviness. Last night's session was kind of interesting because we had like a little bit of a sell-off, and then they rebid it to like a double top basically at 2030. I don't know if they cleaned it out. It looks like a true double top at 30.5, and then slapped it off from there. Kind of crazy. At 8:33 we had a beautiful entry. It's not even 8:33 yet. What? He's from the future. All right, little kick up. We put volume in right at the lows from yesterday basically. We got VWAP up at 60, value area low at 60 as well. 60 was a little bit of 50, 60 is a little bit of a chop zone yesterday, or last night I should say. So we'll see kind of how we respond at VWAP. Yesterday's value area low, 50s, psych level, all of that type of stuff, all that 50, 60s. If we get up there, it'll be interesting to see how we respond. Until then, maybe we catch a little bit. I don't know. Test people's memory. I have 2 dad jokes right now. We only have 1 dad joke today. We did the weekend one already, so we only have 1 dad joke. So make sure you press the thumbs up button down below so I can read it out. Let's get to 420 real quick. 20k is a big short op. Yeah, man, I will say I don't really love the double top at 2030. It kind of just feels to me like that gets cleaned up, but who knows? We'll see. If 2030 gets cleaned up, then I'm watching 2080s, and if that happens, then 120s, 130s. Those are my levels above. But we got to reclaim value area low. If we reclaim value area low, then obviously, yeah, 20k, yesterday's pointing control, Friday's pointing control. Definitely on watch, but value area high, a little bit more to me. And then the suck up into the overnight highs is totally on watch. All right, here we go. Here's 50s. And yesterday's value area low, VWAP, etc. Interesting little spot. Rollover is done. So in theory, Delta should be looking a little better this week, as an FYI. Right now, Delta's looking pretty decent. We'll see how we close here. I would not be shocked to see like a little slap off since it's a 50-point candle up so far. All right, this is a great slap off VWAP and value area low, by the way. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. So it is lit, and that means it's dad joke time, yeah? All right, June 24th, Monday. What sounds like a sneeze and is made of leather. A shoe. Okay, so to be fair, when I had read this on Friday, I did not understand it. And then I reread it again today and it clicked. Hopefully the delivery helped a little bit. It's gotta be the worst one yet. Oh, dude, you weren't here for yesterday. Or for like Wednesday, Thursday of last week. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Not a ton of sellers here, by the way. I got 7 minutes on green light to trade. I like the little buy up off of this 26 level, to be perfectly honest. I like it. Magical 20s. Wouldn't really call it an order block, but nice little retest there. Off the first go. Little consolidation here, yeah. So it's also the 1 minute opening range, I guess, huh? 1 minute opening range. Opening range high is at 24. That's what we bounced off so far. Cheaters, stop pre-reading. I know. Well, the problem is that I pull it off to show y'all, and then the next one's just in my face. Granted, I have not yet read. Yes, I have not yet read tomorrow's. All right, I'm green lighted to trade officially. If I see something, I'll take it. I like to wait the first 15 minutes just to let the weirdness happen. I mean, even this one, right? Like, this ended up being decent because it's VWAP and yesterday's value area low, but plenty of times we'll see these types of weird slaps before without any like levels or confluence to really justify it. At least today we had 2 things to say, you know, not great for the continuation. But on weirdness like this, this is a good example of why I like to wait the first 15 minutes. Can't think of anything worse than being done for the day just because I caught on the wrong side of the move right off the bat. Nice little bid. Again, this 22 area looks kind of interesting. Just right in the middle of the range. I don't really love it. We're right in the 1 minute open as well. All right, there's a retest at 22 level that I was talking about. 22 and a half, 22 and a half, whatever it is. 22, I think is what I said. Little 3-point slap, nothing crazy. And a 10-point slap, better. It's just a little too much in the middle of the range for me to really trust it this early in the day. The one thing it does got going on is that, I mean, everything is heavy, right? We've just been rejecting VWAP, so new lows there. So like, that's nice. Nice little, I mean, that's a 50-point ripper in 4 minutes. Movement's good. I don't know why we bounced where we did. We just kind of ripped it, but now we got some sellers kind of stepping up back in the 20s, but we're right in the middle of the range. I'm not interested in that. See what happens at VWAP again, yeah? I mean, geez, it'll be a, if we get to VWAP in this candle, how much of a ripper is that? That's 70, that's 80 points straight up. I would take a little fade off of that. Still got some buyers stepping up. We got volume here as well. No love on the fill yet. Kind of defending that 24 level again. I'll take that off. Wait and see what happens. Well, I mean, great push into the 80s. I think 20K seems very likely, and then 2030 is that double top on the overnight that I was have been talking about that I think is pretty interesting. So far, just an absolute 120-point ripper though. Don't have a ton of buyers up here right now. Matt, what are you looking for on the 30-minute chart? I just use it to be able to see the overnight session pretty quickly. I'm not taking setups off the 30-minute. It's really just so I can get some perspective. We got Friday's pointing control, psych level 20K. We've got 120 points of straight up without any pullback, really. It's an interesting spot for sure. Don't have a ton of buyers here either, really, yet. I'm interested in like a little rotation off of it. If we power through it, then I'll be watching for the 2030 rotation to get through 2030. But I am fairly curious in taking trades around here. Or it just rotates 5 points early. Rotation into yesterday's close again. 15-point pullback. Nothing too crazy yet. I wanted 20K or to see 20K trade. We were 5 points early on that. 1 minute's looking a little rolly. Again, I would really prefer like a quick little flush of the highs, but we might just be going down for a VWAP. I'm not sure how I trade VWAP here. I don't know if I even take the VWAP trade. Like the value area low is interesting. Trading value area low, 56 basically. Little 1 minute order block as well. It's an interesting spot, for sure, for the rotation back up to 2010, which I think is still written personally. I like the rotation up into the 2030s to run the double top. I've been talking about that all morning long. At least in the pre-market analysis, I was talking about it, and I still like that. And so watching for value area low, maybe VWAP for the rotation of value area high, and then 2030s, I think makes yesterday's value area high. I think makes a lot of sense. Don't have much on Delta yet. First red candle also in a 120 point move, 130 point move. So makes a lot of sense to be happening right now, especially just at that 20K. That's why I wanted to fade 20K. We just didn't get there. Other than patience, what else would you say has helped your trading, Matt? Base hits, not being greedy, being patient, and then getting out. It's honestly, for me, it's been the 1-2 punch of be patient and don't just button smash and flip trades and get into a bunch of different trades and have to be done for the day by the time I see something good. It's just like, wait for something good. And when I see something good, be okay with taking my little bit out of the pie. Looking for these massive trades is typically a downfall for myself. So just being focused on base hits has been very helpful. The third piece of the pie is walking away. Not needing to like try and push every single day. There's some days where it makes a lot of sense to push, by the way. I'm not saying you should never do it. There's some days where you feel like you're in the matrix, right? Or whatever the phrase is. Like you feel like you're one with the market. Flow state, if you will. But there's a lot of days where you are not in the flow state and you're trying to force stuff, and that is just not good. I would say that's more often than not, right? So patience, base hits, and then be done. And guess what? When you actually are done, what does that mean? It means you're actually locking in a green day. It means you're actually successfully closing out a profitable day. Lots of people have profitable sessions and then give it all back by the end of the day. I have been guilty of doing that historically as well. Who hasn't? Who has not, right? But when you're patient, you take some base hits, you lock it in, and then you walk away, you are successfully locking in a green day. All right, this is where it gets a little interesting to me. I'm going to take it off of VWAP, value area low here. Little order block. It's all that stuff I was just talking about, wanting to take. If it slides through VWAP pretty aggressively, then I'll just kill the trade. But I'm interested in the value area low for the continuation up into value area high, getting my base hit out of the way from it, and moving on. We do have some sellers here, so that is there to note. But I like the 50 psych level. I like VWAP. I like the 1 minute order block. I like value area, yesterday's value area low for some support. It's enough for me to hop in. Or take the L and be okay with it, you know? Got pretty close to getting filled there. I didn't get it. 65. I missed it by a point. Not my favorite. Little hammer there. We run the lows here. I'll have to get out probably and just take the L. Probably could have gotten away with see how we respond here. Dick for a tick, potentially. I don't think I realized that we were that close to getting filled, or that I was that close to getting filled. 1 point off is pretty much an instant cancel for me. Like kill the trade off of that closeness. But we're still holding VWAP. I'm gonna give it another shot. See if we get the buyers push through here. move my stop break even here. All right, there we go. I'm out. I wish I would have just gotten filled immediately, but that it is what it is. I'm up $3,920. It's $200 a pop, and after commissions, that's $3,920. That's it. Been saying that number a lot lately because I've just been sticking with my 10-point base hits. Yeah, we ended up sweeping that prior low, but you could just tell the bid was still there, so I decided to leave it in. But got my full 10 points. On to the next. That's a base hit. Again, not trying to be greedy. I in a perfect world, chat, this trade, I didn't realize that we were that close to getting filled. When it's 9 points away, that should be an auto kill for me up here, or at least a break even move up. But we got slapped pretty fast, and it swept it pretty fast. But I don't want to be a dick for a tick. Anyways, took the trade, 10 points, on to the next, yeah?